Hello world, or people I'm presenting to. Today I'm going to show you how to create a text object, or as we call it, like hello world, which is really simple to do. Now inserting a text object doesn't involve a lot of lines of code, it just basically involves one. And instead of just showing you that line of code, I'm going to type it up for you, that way you know. So let's start off. First thing you're going to do to make your line of code is make sure you actually have it saved as a .lua file. You can save it anywhere you want as long as you can trace it back. For my concern, I'm going to put it on the desktop of my computer. Now, Corona SDK will only read files that are named main.lua. So you're going to want to name it main, and then save as type, you're going to put it as .lua. Now it should be somewhere towards the middle. It's right there. So after saving that, you can finally start coding and stuff. What you're going to always start off with is, in most cases, you're always going to have to identify it as what it is, a local, a function, or anything. In this case, it's just local. So after we do that, you want to identify the name of the object. So we're going to name this one text object. That way we can identify it easily. After we name it, we're going to make it so what it's going to equal. Now in this case, we're going to be displaying a text object, so just display new that's a net new text object, or text. Then after that, instead of just like writing whatever the text is, you gotta put it in parentheses and in quotes. So since we don't really care what we want to write in it, we'll just write hello world for right now. Nope, wrong button. Alright, so now you would think we're all good. It's gonna pop up a text object. Wrong. After this, you need to identify where you're gonna place it on the screen. Now you can place it like at 10:10, 20:20 or something, or 50:50. And you're probably wondering what this means. Well, it's the same concept in math. You're going to use XY coordinates. So to get it around the center of the screen, you're going to want it maybe around 200, 350, or 200, 200. But let's just put it at 200, 500 like we have in the other one. Okay, then after that, you need to identify what kind of font you want to use. Now remember what font is from Windows, Microsoft Word. It's all the crazy styles that you can put it in. In this case, we're just going to put it as native.system font. And what that does is it just refers to the native system font. If you want to do anything else, you would put it in quotes, and we've checked like Chiller and other fonts from Microsoft Word might work, but other ones like Wingdings or something, you might not want to try because they might not pop up or something. After that, what you're going to do after that is you're going to put the font size. So you can have it anywhere from 70 to 40 or something like that. We'll just put it at 40 right now, that way it's big enough. So then we close our quotes, so everything's fine. After we pop that up, it should be fine. It should pop up in the simulator. So let's test this. File, open project. We'll go to our desktop, and there it is right there. So now let's check it. It works perfectly, right? But let's say you wanted to add some color to this object. That's no problem either. After that, you would just space, then you would call back your text object. But instead of just putting text object, you put colons, and then you do set text color. And after you do the text color, it's going to go in the order of RGB. And what that is red, green, blue. So, and it only goes up to a limit of 255. So let's say we want it like yellow or something, or purple. That's easy. Let's just go with blue for right now. So if we just wanted blue, the order goes red, green, blue. So we'd put 0, 0, and 255. Then as you can see, if we reload this in our simulator, it's now blue. But if you can make it any way you want to. Well, I guess that's it, and that's how simple coding is in Corona SDK.